please remain standing as I invite Mr. David Thomas to lead us in the prayer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Let's bow our head in reverence. Most righteous and eternal Father, as I come to you today, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy. I thank you for bringing us all here for this wonderful ceremony and bringing us together in one unison after 2 years being apart online. Mighty God, I pray that today's service will go as planned, and I pray that we will take care of everything that we need to take care of. I thank you for bringing our inductees here today, that they're representing their parish. I pray for the I Believe Initiative organization and for the work that we've been doing and for everything we put our work into. And I pray right now, mighty God, that you give us strength to continue using what's right with Jamaica to fix what's wrong with Jamaica. In the holy and precious name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You can be seated. Their Excellencies the Governor General and the Most Honorable Lady Allen, Honorable Custodies, I Believe Initiative Ambassadors, specially invited guests, those joining us online, good morning. I want to be the first to welcome you to this event, which is an annual event to welcome new members into our IBI Ambassadors family, but also to reflect on a year of success, and a year of growth, and a year of lessons, because we're all working within our various communities to ensure that we are using what is right with Jamaica. Say it with chest. Say it again. Because if you are not sure, you found the wrong room. Because this is a room for I Believe Initiative ambassadors who have either already bought into that mission or are seeking to continue to build on that work. We're joined by their Excellencies, the Governor General and the Most Honorable Lady Allen, patrons of our program since its inception in 2011. We want to welcome them in a special way, welcome our honorable custodies, and in some instances their representatives if they could not attend today. The first thing I would like to do is to give you an overview of the new frontier that we have taken. You are accustomed to, and I believe, initiative that has a widespread focus reaching into every parish, every community, unearthing grassroots leaders to be a part of this initiative. That mission has not changed. However, we've taken time to carefully look at the program and see how we can restructure it to better serve the different communities and make more impactful projects. A major step, and I would consider it a pilot, is that we have reduced to a specific cohort of about 6 people who are here today. Those 6 will be inducted in today's proceedings, and they will also help us to continue our mission, leading the different projects that we have within the program. I have prepared a video that will help to explain in very short time the scope of this frontier, new frontier. So let's go to that video.
Welcome to the Governor General's I Believe Initiative Ambassadors Program, inspiring and energizing communities to serve. The program takes on a care-facilitated approach to locally driven solutions that address issues related to young people, education, and status. We are essentially using what is right with Jamaica to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. Our mission since the program started in May 2011. We credit this foundation to his excellence to the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, Jamaica's Governor General, who had the vision for the I Believe Initiative, IBI. The Governor General held a round of consultations in 2011 to inform the structure and scope of the IBI. For more than a decade, Sir Patrick, together with I Believe ambassadors, custodians, and sponsors, have made great impact to the I Believe Initiative and its program. Much of the I Believe Your ideas and talents will platform in an active pursuit of change. Be sure to connect with us on social media as we continue to share more of the inspiring work of the IBI ambassador.
Okay, so I see that it was a bit cut off on the screen, but you can find it on YouTube. It's already up. Put it up yesterday for this event, and you can watch on your own and see it on our website as well. But essentially, we're trying to introduce in as less time as we can the focus of the I Believe Initiative Ambassadors Program. And there's only really one mission, and that is to use what is right with Jamaica to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. That includes you, human resources, who have skills, who have talent, some innate, some you have learned, to bring to the table to drive solutions within your parishes. And please say locally driven solutions. At this time, I want to share with you the work that some of our IBI ambassadors have been doing. And in this experience, when they have come up to share, they will not only be just sharing on their project, but they will be offering to you bits and pieces you can take away to apply to your own work. If you're looking around, there's predominantly, I believe, ambassadors here, traditionally, who comprise the audience for this event. I want to start off with Miss Janine Shepherd. She's an I Believe Initiative ambassador from Kingston. And then after Janine, we'll have Shanice Watson from St. Thomas and Chevelle Campbell from Clarendon. They're going to each come up here, and they have a very short time to inspire you, tell you about their projects, and also give you some takeaways that you can have for your own work. So please help me welcome them. Wake up your hands, wake up your heart. And welcome now Miss Janine Shepherd, who will start us off. Janine? Yes.
Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling today? No, man, on the sound dead. Come again. How are you feeling today? How do you guys feel about being IBI inductees? It's so good to be here today. I was humbled at the invitation to, speak to you all today. And while they get the presentation going, I just wanted to see, how the atmosphere in the room was feeling. Since I joined the IBI initiative, I have just felt extremely overjoyed. I've worked closely with Abraham Simmons and Lazay Danvers, and they've been extremely supportive of the work of the IBI ambassadors, and I'm just very, very grateful to be here and the platform that has been provided for people like us. I just want to really stress the point that for young people, this is something that we do not often get the advantage to do. And speaking from the U.S. context, which I have been in, the work that the GG is doing to really elevate young people here is absolutely phenomenal. And that is something that you should not lose sight of. So I hope that by now, the presentation would have been brought up for everyone. Are we good to go? Could we set up? In the meantime, because I want you guys to be attentive while I get up there, do you mind just kind of shaking off a little bit of laziness that might be plaguing? Just shake it off now. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. All right. So, while we are here, I see quite a massive setup here with the IBI initiative. I see very lovely setup here. I actually want to commend the crew for what they have been able to do here. I see the camera crew here, and I see very amazing individuals. Okay. Yes. So, my topic for today is building social resilience through education. I'm Janine Shepherd. I am an IBI ambassador, and I'm the founder of Youth for Excellence Limited. Next slide, please. So, in terms of what YFE stands for, our mission is really and truly to holistically support inner city children and underprivileged youth via education. That's our main SDG, SDG number 4, quality education. And we do of the student program classes at our school. And we are using the papers in the Next slide. So in terms of our motto is changing nations by empowering generations. And how does that relate to the IBI initiative? The IBI mandate really focuses on education, youth, and family. And there's nothing that is wrong with Jamaica that cannot be fixed by what is right with Jamaica. And that is very much synergistic with what Youth for Excellence stands for. Next, please. So in terms of some of our past projects that we've had, we hosted match across the region where we showed the vocational applicability of mathematics. So it wasn't just in the traditional sciences, but we had it in healthcare, technology, arts and design, and we brought in people even from Batman and Superman, Thor Ragnarok, who did the special effects there, to show that to even move a character across the screen, you need to put in several mathematical equations. So there we had the support of the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and several different ministers of education, as you can see from the flyers that are there. Next slide, please. And then we held our back-to-school event for Matt Chattings with Minister Faber Williams, and our sponsors presented prizes such as tablets and other healthcare and stuff like that for answering math questions sufficiently. Next, please. And then we've held several other projects as well where we presented students with access to healthcare. JUTC has been one of our sponsors throughout, busing our volunteers to and from our locations, and you can see our volunteers in the classroom teaching the students. Next, please. And that's also our back-to-school event at the Prime Minister's office. He has been very supportive of our work. You can see students receiving bus passes from JUCC and Steprod and Grace Kennedy and other sponsors on board supporting our students and making sure that they're fully taken care of. Next, please. So what we have on the horizon, we have Farm the Future, which is a vocational training program in urban agricultural techniques that is set to launch in 2023. And we're collaborating with RADA, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, as well as the Rosetown Foundation on this project, and MP Mark Golding and Minister Delroy Chuck. This program is to train people in aquaponics using VR educational deliveries. And this is something that we would love for other IBI ambassadors to be a part of. So this is massive. Number 14 in Rosetown. Next, please. I just want to wrap up with how the IBI ambassadorship has been beneficial to me. I have been able to meet several different high commissioners there, prior Canadian High Commissioner and British High Commissioner.
Support my mandate. This has been powerful networking tools. Next, please. I was also able to meet the former
General Assembly. You see Abdullah Shahid there, as well as the resident representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization at the event that the Governor General put on with UN Jamaica the other day. And from that, I was able to secure partnerships on Farm the Future. So do not undersell the value of the platform that you are provided here. And that is the message that I want to leave you with. At the bottom, you see the Youth Consultative Conference that we attended with the Governor General to really promote our organization and secure more corporate sponsorships. So do not take this lightly. This is a privilege. Thank you.
able to build on that project with awareness to perform exceptionally well in the various coding projects as well. And lastly, we decided that we are going to have an impact in the various schools by establishing coding clubs as a part of the curriculum for the schools that we partner with. So as I said, innovate, build, impact. Now, before you innovate, build, and impact is really, really important. And the overarching vision for all coding projects is that we would like to see students between the ages of 8 to 19 be able to develop various technological tools to drive work as it relates to the development growth in the school. And the second aspect before you innovate, build, and impact is to have a mission. And our mission is to visit 118 schools, 5 campuses, 15 board and global executives, and 10 program managers as it relates to the coding project. So, zooming in on the concept, innovate, we go back to the vision. Why do you need to create your individual IBI project? Why do you need some form of creativity? Whether you're learning about health, whether you're learning about technology, it has to be fun. Do you agree? Yes. And the second aspect of it is the value. There must be some value that is going to be added by your project to the Jamaican society so the stakeholders can be invested even more. And as it relates to the building aspect of the project, you have to focus on promoting, networking, and having your individual support. It could be 2 friends, it could be other fellow IBI ambassadors, but you need that support group. And lastly, as it relates to impact, that is the very, very most important aspect of the concept, is that you have to ensure that you're zoning in. Will I impact my community? Will I impact my parish? Will I impact my country? Or all three? I did all three, and I know that the ambassadors today will either choose from the 3, or you can decide where you will be zoning in as it relates to your project. And lastly, as it relates to impact, always remember your integrity, consistency, and always finishing what you started so that we can all fix what is wrong with Jamaica with what is right with Jamaica. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Savelle Campbell. I am an IBI ambassador for the Parish of Clarendon, a GGAA recipient, and also a community and youth development practitioner. I'm waiting for the presentation to come up, but I'll begin anyway. I'm going to ask you, before I begin my presentation, I want you to give me a round of applause. I want my clap. And I just noticed something. While all of you were clapping with 2 hands. Do you believe that it is possible to clap with 1 hand? For all of you say yes, just prove it to me. I just did it. As IBI ambassadors, one of the things that we sign on to this and we become ambassadors is to make the impossible possible. And one of the things this morning I heard a gentleman say to me, it's impossible, Jamaica is doomed. And I'm like, because he saw my shirt, and he's like, Jamaica is doomed. I'm like, no, it's not. They have people like me. And once there are people like me, we can do the impossible, which is true, which a lot of people think is impossible, to fix what is wrong with Jamaica with what is right with Jamaica. And that's how I lead change for community action. So this morning, I'll be speaking with you about leading change through community action. Okay. We're waiting on it. I wish I could be like Jimmy and just, just talk and hold the code. I'm doing that. I don't have an organization. This is why my project is very important, especially for the new inductees, because a lot of the new inductees believe that you have to have an organization like Janine, or you have to have a lot of support. Yes, I'm going to tell you how you can make it easy. So I already introduced myself. Next slide. And this morning, I'm going to ask you to clap with me again. So a while ago, you were cheering me on. So this morning, go back. Right. So when we clap to encourage. We clap to support. We clap to be in agreement. And also when we have a mission that is complete. And that is what we do as IBI ambassadors. So this morning we're going to spell clap. And I know all of us here are scholars, and that's a very easy word. So it's, how many letters? 4. So we're going to start with the acronym and what it stands for this morning. Next slide, please. Next slide. First, the C stands for collaboration, L for leverage, A, adaptation, and P for preparation. Next slide. So we're talking about collaboration this morning. And as a part of the IBI initiative, what we do is we work together. We work together on our projects. We work together on initiatives. I can speak for myself. When I think about my group of ambassadors, I can pull on lawyers, I can pull on doctors, I can pull on tech people who are doing coding, all of these things. And what it helps me to know is that I have a community where that is very resourceful that I can pull on. And that is what that means. I'm seeing the slides running a bit faster. So we have that, and when we work together, that's how we make impact. L is for leverage. We mentioned that everybody know what leverage is. Leverage is the ability to influence situations or people so that you can control what happens. We're leaders. And as leaders, leveraging is what we do. We don't allow life to happen to us. We make it happen. So what we do, and I can speak from my experience, I've been an ambassador for a long time now, maybe 2013, 2014. And one of the things that I've been doing as an ambassador every single year, I'm from a very vulnerable community. When I tell people where I'm from, they're like, oh, not even taxis don't want to go there. But what I ensure that I do every single year in my community where I'm from, and even the communities that I currently exist in. As an athlete, I'm a part of the race walking community, the badminton community, the table tennis community. I look for these young people that I see with potential in my parish, and I ensure that at least one person joins the summer of service. I go out and I walk. I think that's a part of leveraging and ensuring that we don't allow things to happen to the IBI initiative. It's popularly supported. And I ensure that I support these young people by being their supervisors, ensuring that the projects that they submit are in line with the pillars, youth, family, and education. So, the next thing that we have to do is adapt. So I spoke about it earlier. Janine spoke and she's like, what's the name of your organization? And she could tell you she has a team. It's a little bit different, so sometimes you have to adapt. As a youth and community development practitioner, what I do most times is work with young people. But in COVID, and when we're seeing the incidents that are happening in schools, and now I have to be doing a lot more work with parents. So I'm a part of several parenting groups now where I have to be working with parents, re-socializing, teaching them about positive discipline, etc., so we can get behavior change in these students. So when we adapt, we ensure that whatever we are doing is matching the needs of the community. And the final letter is P. I'm going to ask you, don't wing it. Prepare. So when you're going into the IBI year, have an idea of what you want to do. This year, I've been in schools, I've been reading, I've been having parenting sessions, I've been doing empowerment sessions, all of the above, and that's what I had set out to do. So once you prepare, what happens? You will excel because we need preparation in order to excel. So thank you so very much, and I do look forward to the support of the new inductees. Thank you.
applause, please. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, and thank you for bringing such energy to the stage, for waking up the room, and reminding us why exactly we're here. At this time, I would like to invite our chief IBI ambassador, the person who had the vision for this program that has endured for more than 10 years, and would you agree, is only getting stronger. Do you feel a weak program? Are you observing a weak program? You know, sounds weak though. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Governor General, His Excellency, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, to the stage.
Thank you. Honorable custodies, corporate sponsors, Mr. Abraham Simmons, our National Coordinator of the Governor General's Program for Excellence, IBI ambassadors, guests joining us online, and also in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Almost 14 years ago, at my inauguration, I shared my vision of a country working in harmony for the development and empowerment of all citizens, and taking action to build and safeguard our future. This idea gave birth to the I Believe initiative, which is the flagship of my social program and is intended to be a platform that will unite grassroots leaders, communities, and businesses in our quest to use what is right with Jamaica to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. I consider each person who has joined me in this movement to be a friend and an ally in Jamaica's fight for restoration of values or economic prosperity and also for peace. Among these persons are the I Believe ambassadors who lead the programs and interventions to facilitate education, to empower our young people, and to build resilient families within their respective parishes. Since 2011, we have inducted 324 persons as I Believe ambassadors. A significant number of our ambassadors are young people. Their dedication to service is most inspiring, even as they navigate the challenges of their youth. The threats of crime and violence, climate change, wars, economic uncertainty. I am encouraged that they continue, our young people continue to do us proud. Just now you heard from our IBI ambassadors, Ms. Janine Shepherd, Ms. Shanice Watson, and Mr. Vel Campbell, on the excellent projects that they are leading. They are passionate and committed. They are patriotic and conscious. They join the pantheon of persons working to make Jamaica a great nation. And for that, I'll say, clap, clap, clap. We know what clap means. Ms. Lanika Roden, one of our IBI ambassadors, was among Jamaica's delegation to Egypt for the 27th conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate COP 27. We're very proud of Lanika, who has been with us since she was in high school. IBI Ambassador, Mr. David Salmon, won the Jamaica 2023 Rhodes Scholarship earlier this month. And we have another ambassador, Mr. Najee Newman, who was also a finalist in the Rhodes Scholarship competition.